It's simply the best that I ran all the rest. There ain't anyone.
With her volcano of copper-colored hair, a voice like broken diamonds dipped in honey, legs any 20-year-old woman would die for, and more energy than a nuclear power plant, Tina Turner is unquestionably one of the most recognizable figures in the history of rock music. For more than half a century, this diminutive 5'3" tall singer, dancer, and performer has thrilled audiences around the world. She has sold more concert tickets than any other female performer in history. She has made more than 100 television appearances, acted in half a dozen movies, contributed songs to 36 films, and sold more than 60 million records. Her energy is so endless, her accomplishments so great, that any attempt to describe her life in mere statistics is useless. But it is her incredible bravery and resilience, as well as her determination to write a happy ending to a sometimes sad story, that might be her greatest accomplishment of all. It was 1976, and Tina Turner was one of the biggest front ladies in the music world, part of the hugely successful act Ike and Tina Turner. On the surface, she gave off the image of a charismatic, confident, and happy person, but underneath lurked a dark secret that only her inner circle was privy to. For years, Tina had been subjected to regular violent outbursts from her controlling husband.
She told me that the coup de grace was the cake incident. All the beatings, though of course she didn't like them, were part of the normal pattern of spousal abuse. But Ike made her eat an entire cake just because he had the power. And she wasn't hungry, and she hated it, and of course after a couple pieces, it's disgusting. And she thought, this is just too much.
The beatings and abuse finally came to a head after 20 years, during a car ride to Los Angeles Airport in July 1976. In the back of the limo, she decided to fight back. She kicked, she hit, and she bit, but was overpowered by Ike. Tina had been pushed to the limit. When they reached the Hilton Hotel in Dallas, and Ike had finally fallen asleep, she got up and walked out of the spotlight and her marriage with only 36 cents in her purse. And she was never coming back.
To get up with less than $1 in change and a gas credit card and say, I'm leaving, and start your life all over again, that's guts.
At the age of 37, Tina Turner had lost everything that she'd ever dreamed of since she was a little girl back in Nutbush City. Tina Turner was born Anna Mae Bullock in November 1939. She was brought up in a two-room sharecropper shack on Nutbush city limits, Tennessee. Her parents both worked in a factory, and her father doubled as a farm overseer and deacon in the local Baptist church. Like so many black families, the Bullocks sought refuge from the harsh realities of life in God and their local church, where little Anna and her older sister Aileen both sang in the youth choir.
That was really her introduction to performing in front of an audience. And when she opened her mouth and people responded so favorably, she loved that.
But somehow, even family and God were not enough to overcome the strain of life in Nutbush, Tennessee. Tina was a lonely girl who spent a lot of time on her own.
Tina felt lost, and in fact, she escaped into the radio. She loved all the radio dramas she'd hear, and it was a world that she could escape to because she was not happy with her own life.
Floyd and Zelma Bullock, Anna's parents, fought endlessly. Eventually, the stress became too much to bear, and in 1940,